Good morning, everyone. I'm here at UTC's Advanced Vehicle Test Facility, and we are here for a very exciting reason. Joining me now is the co-founder and CEO of Snap Transportation. Now, Andrew Carey here, you have a really fantastic product standing right beside us that we're still working on.
Yep.
It's in its beginning stages. What is this?
This is Snap Transportation, a sustainable, non-stop, autonomous, affordable, and personal form of personal rapid transit.
What an acronym we have there,
Yes.
right? And
Yep.
so Snap Transportation is really looking to the future of transportation, not only here in the scenic city, but hopefully one day all across the nation.
Actually, all across the world. We're
cool.
creating a solution because we know that everybody hates traffic. And so that's what we've been about, is creating a solution that helps solve the problems around the fact that the greatest issue is around single occupant vehicles that congest roadways everywhere in the world.
And of course, we here in the scenic city know too well, especially if you're traveling down I-24 and I-75, just how backed up things can be. And in the downtown area, you know, it's an urban landscape that gets kind of congested with traffic. So here, this is a personal pod that could take you anywhere around the scenic city on a fancy ribbonway.
So our Snap pods actually would live on what we call an elevated ribbonway. So we use not rail, although it is a rail, but it actually operates 16 feet above the ground. This is actually a battery-powered and solar-charged single-occupant pod. We do have a dual-occupant, an ADA-compliant, and a cargo pod, but this would be 16 feet above the ground, and on a robust network in a metropolitan area, you would be going from point A to point B on kind of the major areas, and that's kind of the exciting part about being able to go through these major chokehold areas that people are being driven crazy by every single day.
No, it's so true. A lot of us, you know, we're driving by ourselves to work or wherever our travels take us, but to kind of declutter that and to have a more rapid, option for people just looking to make either a short distance as well.
So if you think about some of the offerings that are available now, the small little scooters on the ground,
Right.
relatively impractical for some of us. So this is for a longer distance. Typically it is 12 to 14 miles, but the range and the speed of this is somewhere between 32 and 45 miles an hour. So you're going to get to those locations much faster. Right. And you're also not in traffic.
Now, something that'll also help to alleviate, you know, a lot of the traffic. This is also going to be self-driving. It's autonomous.
That's very true. And we actually can claim that it is fully autonomous because the ribbonway is ours, so to speak.
It's isolated.
There's no cross traffic. There's no confusion. You don't have to have an extra person riding in it to make sure it's being driven correctly. It's not going to accidentally stall, and if it does, nobody's going to crash into it. So again, it is a fully autonomous system. Snap has also been recognized as a top company through Move America, which we'll be presenting to shortly. And it's been an exciting 2 years, and we think that we're really close to some exciting announcements in just the weeks and months ahead.
That is super cool. Dana and I were just talking off camera how it reminds us of those little pods you see at Disney World, where you hop in and it brings you to the next park. It is really futuristic.
Now, he was expressing, there might be some skepticism about the feasibility of this. It's very Jetsons-like, but he brought a cool example. He said, back in the day when the automobile was first announced, imagine their thoughts. We're going to put 16-year-olds into these vehicles with engines. They're going to go 60 miles per hour. It sounds crazy, but that happened, and now he's looking to the future of this. He says he's not trying to, completely get rid of cars, but to alleviate that traffic. Snap Transportation has humble beginnings that began out of a garage, and in the Atlanta area, just kind of looking at the traffic situations and what can be done. The original visionary for Snap has sadly passed away, but his family members, along with Andrew, have picked up the torch, and they're continuing that legacy on of making this really a possibility. The city of Chattanooga has expressed support as they're continuing to conduct tests with Snap. Again, they've been there at the UTC Advanced Vehicle Facility for 2 years now, so hopefully we'll have to wait and see what becomes of that. Next week, Hannah, we're going to talk with another staff member about the legacy that the original visionary leaves behind.
I can't even believe what I'm watching. That is super cool. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, definitely.